Madam, we cannot hear you, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, so what I was discussing with them is regarding the submission of your individual assignment. As your friends requested an extension of the deadline, I was just thinking on how we can do the things. Anyway, so as I have already published at the LMS scale, I will go with this schedule. Even though I was planning to conclude this by the end of July, it seems that I have to go with the first week of August as well. So nobody will take group assignment presentations on 1st of August, right? And then you take one more week for individual assignment and do this and submit. Online students, you can have one more week for submitting individual assignment. I will extend the deadline. And by next week, please submit. Right? So, in any case, if I am able to complete the 10th week content, if I will try to manage the revision session and have the 10th week, then I can complete by the end of July. But we'll see. Or else I will take a separate session virtually to discuss. We'll see how the things going. I hope we don't get holidays. Weekend holidays. Do we have any weekend holidays? No. Poyak kenada? Satyan දෙක. ඔය අප්‍රේල් අගෝස්තු පළවෙනිද නිවාඩු ගන්න. ඒක මොන දෙකක් විශ්සනවා. Can you just check with the balance? Still better. That's okay. Children. අගෝස්තු වෙනස්ඩේ වගේ තමයි හැමදාම නෑ පොය කියන්නේ 29 බදාදා ඒකනේ ගැටලුවක් නෑ අගෝස්තු 5 ගැටලුවක් no issue with the poi holiday. We can go with all these days. Fine. Okay, so that is the plan, no? And extreme. Fine. So before starting the message, you can now start studying the content, right? So throughout the classes, we discussed different questions. So at least just try to answer those questions once a week. And do not wait until the end of the term to complete and study the subject. As I always say, this is not a subject that you have to wait until end to study this content. Only you can go through the contents and remember the examples and then practice the questions. Okay, attend na don't worry. Attend na? Okay. So last week we were talking about digital markets. So we discussed about what is a digital market and the examples for digital markets and so on. And today our focus, is on digital marketing. Right? So last week we were talking about the behavior, consumer behaviors, and also the strategies, and also the goods and bads of digital markets, virtual markets. So now, today we are going to talk about being organization, what are the marketing strategies that they use when they play their businesses, do their business activities, digital markets. So there are some differences when it comes to marketing strategies, sometimes traditional marketing strategies for digital business organizations. So simply how digital business organizations do their marketing activities. So what do you mean by traditional marketing? Traditional marketing, maybe so with your age, maybe when you were kids, you are very familiar with these traditional marketing activities. Still, we see a lot of traditional marketing activities. And how do you distinguish? As now we are going to discuss about digital marketing activities, how do you distinguish traditional and digital? Traditional methods are simply offline marketing strategies. Before internet, before we start using internet, how marketing activities were conducted. We have a lot of examples and we have a lot of experiences and memories with these traditional marketing activities. So very common and popular examples are TV and radio advertisements. So even today, both marketing activities are happening depending on the type of the business. So we have traditional business and virtual business. So we have to go with traditional marketing activities and virtual marketing activities. And only thing, being students, we should have the understanding on how to distinguish these things. And when we see the advertisement, then my mind say that it's a kind of traditional marketing activity. And when we being managers and make decisions, if that product is a kind of physical and it goes to the customer in the traditional mode, then we may think of engaging with some of the traditional activities. So TV and radio advertisements, newspapers and magazine ads, and billboards and flyers, and direct mail and telemarketing. So these are the very common traditional marketing activities. We will discuss a little bit more in the coming slides. Radio, flyers, leaflets. Comparatively, actually nowadays, these flyers and leaflets are not that popular, but previously they were hugely engaging on these offline marketing activities. ඉස්සර පාරවල් යනකොට හරියට කොළ හම්බ වෙනවනේ. ඔක දැන් චූටි කාලේ අම්මලත් එක්ක යනකොට මතකයි. මගේ තරුණ කාලේ මට මතකයි. නේ අපි ඉස්කෝලේ යන කාලේ අපි කැම්පස් යන කාලේ වගේ ඔය හරියට කොළ හම්බ වෙනවා. පාර දිගේ කිලෝමීටරයක් ගියොත් කොළ පහක් විතර අතට එනවා. මොනවාහරි තියෙනවා සේල් එකක්ද අතට මේකද පින්තූර එකක් කරනවා අපි ඒ වගේ ෆොටෝස් කපලා පොත්වලත් අලවනවා නේ ඒකනේ දැන් මෙයාට ඇස්ට්‍රා ඇඩ්වර්ටයිස්මන්ට් එක ඔය කොළ දැක්කහම ඒවට අපි ආසයි වැලිබර්න් එකේ ඒවා කොළ බෙදනවා නමුත් දැන් ඒවට මෙච්චර යන්නේ නැහැ පිට දෙගලන් ෆෝකස් එක වෙනස් ඒ ගෲප් එකේ වෙන විදිහට මාකටිං කරන and also the cost matters ඒවට ලොකු cost එකක් ගන්නවා link කරන්න නේද දැන් virtual marketing වලට ඇක්චුවලි ලොකු cost එකක් ගන්න So anyway, brochures, television, newspapers, magazines. So these are traditional marketing activities. Print advertising, ads placed in newspapers, magazine, brochures. Still we see these advertisements and broadcasting, television and radio. There are a lot of advertisements with the Samarilla. And the Payabag, Kisara. ඇක්ෂන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහන channels වල එහෙම තමයි. ඒක ඒගොල්ලන්ට අතට අපිට කටපාඩම් වෙනවා. ඒ channel වල දිගටම ඇහුවොත් නේ ad එක සම. Then direct mail. This is very popular previously, not like nowadays. We receive a lot of emails regarding products and services. But now we don't, receive that much of emails, but we receive emails regarding promotional activities and discounts and all. It is also one of the traditional methods. And outdoor advertising methods like billboards, posters, and transit ads. So there are a lot of billboards on the road, and we see those boards and kind of trying to change the particular advertisement on the billboard, etc. And telemarketing. So we receive phone calls, and we get to know about products, discounts and promotions. Calls, ඒකත් දැන් ගොඩක් දුරට අඩුයි. SMS එකක් ආවත් call එකක් දීලා මෙහෙම එකක් තියෙනවා කියන ඒවා දැන් හරි අඩුයි. So these are some of the traditional marketing methods. So these are the key characteristics. So when we try to distinguish this with digital marketing, we have to have some of the criteria, and mainly their focus is offline. So either they have internet or not, they can go with these advertising methods. And also brand awareness. Their main focus is on creating brand awareness. So that's why these detergent and soap and these kind of items heavily go with TV advertisements. So even today we see a lot of advertisements. Sun Life, the brand name is already established and very popular, but still they play the advertisement. So creating brand name and also creating the brand awareness is there. And tangibility. So we can touch it and we can feel it. Print materials can offer a physical and tangible experience for consumers. So sometimes consumers like it. එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ඒක පේනවා, අපි දකිනවා, අපි අල්ලනවා. නේද? කොලයක් හරි අපි ඒක අරන් කියවනවා. And also we may keep it in our bag or wherever, with the big purpose of having it later. So the tangibility is there. And one-way communication most of the time. So billboard is there, they say something, and we don't have any chance to tell to the business. Newspaper advertisement is also same. TV එකෙත් එහෙමනේ අපි කියනවා ගොඩක් ජාතියට ඒක ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇඩ් එක ආපුවම තිබන්නේ. ඒක බොරුවක් කියලා කියනවා. දැන් ප්‍රොඩක්ට්ස් මේ කරන්නේ නමුත් ඒක one way communication. මේක ප්‍රධානම දෙයක්. මෙතන two way communication එක හරි අඩුයි and limited immediate feedback එක. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඔයගලන්ට මට කැටි පොඩි කාලවල දාලා ආපහු යවන්න ඒගොල්ලන් දෙනවා. coupons එහෙම දෙනවානේ. ඒක ඇවිල්ලා අර two way එකේ traditional method එකේ එක part එකක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් කියනවානේ මතකද අපි ඉස්සර තිබුණා පවුලේ හැමෝගෙම පිටුර එක කරලා යවන්න ඕනේ කියලා මොන හරි කොළවල. මට මතක නැහැ සබන්ද මොනවද දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ වගේ එකලඟ එකේ strategies use කරනවා ඒක two way කරා. ඒ වගේ but most of the time it is one way communication. And digital marketing. So what is very popular nowadays? It's simply doing marketing through digital platforms. Simply doing marketing activities over internet. Using internet facilities, if you do marketing activities, that is digital marketing. If you do business through internet, it is digital business or e-business. Simply, if you conduct marketing, then it's digital marketing. It's called as internet marketing or digital marketing, social media marketing, search engine optimization, email marketing, and PPC advertising, content marketing and blogging. So these things are identified as digital marketing. So I have given some of the facts, definitions, so we can simply define it as familiar graphs using electronic media or simply using internet. If an organization conduct marketing activities, that is called as digital marketing, e-marketing, and maybe go with different channels. Email marketing is also comes under this one, even though in traditional methods it was there, right? In traditional methods, I just show you that email marketing they were using up to a certain extent, but it comes under digital because it's over internet. Email marketing is also happening. And this is very cost effective, not like traditional marketing method. So we can easily create and share the contents. And when it comes to traditional marketing method, even creating a television advertisement, it's a kind of project. A huge cost is there. But in the social media marketing, there's no that big cost. We may spend some money on designing or editing or creation, but overall, the cost effectiveness is there. And global reach, obviously, as we go with the internet, we can share it with local or global customers. And measurable results, as we can check the analytics, and as you can check the number of clicks per advertisement, then it is measurable. But in traditional method, we can't measure, right? We can't measure how many customers have seen this one, or how many customers have received the particular brochure. So it was that difficult, but comparatively here, we can see how many number of customers have viewed the video. We can check with the views, likes, comments. So those gives the kind of understanding for vendors to make decisions. We can see the most popular advertisements, and we can see their comments and so on. And these are the methods that organizations engage in digital or e-marketing. First thing, they try with SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. What do you mean by that? Organizations try to optimize their website to rank higher in search engine results. So, say for example, the customer goes to the search engine, assume myself, I just go to Google and type something, I go to search. And when I type one word, a list comes. And organizations try to get the highest ranking in that list. So that is called as search engine optimization. Search engine again, කවුරුද කෙනෙක් ගිහලා search කරනකොට මුලින්ම ඒගොල්ලන්ව appear වෙන්න level එකට site එක හදාගන්න. Simple. Right? So that is search engine optimization. Organizations try their level best to do that one because through that, number of viewers or number of consumers who browse their website increases. So that is called as natural organic traffic. So organic traffic means without making any payment, huge number of consumers visit their website. ගොඩාක් අය අතර popular website එකක් කරනවාට අපි කියන ඒක organic traffic එකක් කියලා. Organic කියන්නේ it's not artificial. අලුතෙන් create කරපු එකක් නෙමෙයි. ඒක කරවනම SEO එක හරහා. Through SEO, organizations try to get into the highest ranking of the search engines. So that is search engine optimization. For this, they do a lot of activities, right? So we will discuss something more about search engine optimization a bit later. And content marketing. Content marketing is we creating, related contents about product or services, and we share through social media networks or whatever other virtual platforms. We create blogs, videos, infographics, and other audio components or whatever. And social media marketing is very familiar with you. A lot of marketing activities conducted through social media platforms, maybe Facebook, maybe Instagram, maybe TikTok or whatever. And so mainly try to connect with a large number of audience, different consumer groups, and to make the brand awareness and so on. And event marketing we discussed, And this PPC advertising is pay per click. That means based on the number of clicks that an advertisement received, the payment or the commission will be paid. And so can you remember when we're talking about e-business types, B2B and revenue models, we discussed that affiliation model and advertising income revenue. In virtual businesses, organizations earn revenue as advertising. So in that case, what we discussed, we advertise a product or a service of another company, and through that we earn something. So in such a case, this PPC is used. So in our website, we see how many clicks or how many views are there for particular advertisement. And based on that, we may charge, or the affiliate company may pay based on the number of views. Advertisement එක දැම්මට වැඩක් නැහැ බලලා නැත්නම්. ඒක check කරගන්න තමයි මේ PPC advertising කියන එක concept එක use කරන්නේ. And affiliate marketing, what I just discussed. Now different organizations get together and they, publish their advertisements. And influencer marketing. This is very popular in social media platforms and influencers. Yes. Influencers. Okay. Is this actually online? Okay. No, you state it now. Then time. Okay. You take it. So if I stay inside, I will go outside. Go outside. Prepare go outside. She's taking few minutes for a QS activity. So online students, I'm giving her the time. You two can join with it. Yes, she has a that's already there. This is partially problem. So computation. So here I will share some Kira, and he is nothing. Stan is not video feed. More than I need stand and take your feet. Yeah, that's. This is the last video. I stand and give your feedback. Okay, right. So we were talking about influencer marketing and then marketing methods, right? So we discussed about social search engine optimization, content marketing, social media marketing, and influencer marketing is also very popular in Sri Lanka. People try to become influencers in different ways, and thereafter they do a lot of marketing. And in social media, TikTok, Instagram, those are very popular. And they try to become influencers. Maybe there should be a uniqueness or something, a kind of skill or a talent to become an influencer. And thereafter, they try to do marketing. And it's happening and it's very popular. And mobile marketing through messages that we receive, a lot of marketing information. And website marketing through websites, they do marketing activities. Okay, this is just to give you a picture of these things. So take the screenshot of this picture to your mind, then everything will be summarized and that's easy for you to remember. Okay, so we'll do a small activity according to the comparison. Just write a few points and your ideas for this one. So now we discussed what is traditional marketing and what is digital marketing. And just think of this one. In your opinion, which approach is more effective for building long-term customer relationships in Sri Lanka and why? Suppose you answer with a kind of local example, if you can give. Maybe you have different arguments. You can just mention. Traditional is good or maybe digital is good or maybe the hybrid method is good. So you just write something and give an example. Online students, I will upload the link. You can just write an answer, take a photo, and upload your answer to that list, right? I will upload the pattern link to LMS. You can upload your answer to that link.
Thank you.
Online students, I uploaded the link. You can go to the next week and take a photo of your answer and upload. For online students, you can submit your answer there. And you can go to the link and you will come up to this wall and click on the post button in the right hand side down corner. And thereafter, if you are writing your answer in a paper, take a photo and upload it. If not, you can straight away write your answer in the board. For online students, use this pattern wall to give your answers. And Answer example. Example hybrid. Example kind of business transaction marketing. Yes, digital business activity. We are focusing on digital marketing. So this is for the same brand, how they do traditional and digital marketing. This is how they support the operation. You understand? This is how they support the operation. So that's correct. This is asking about how they do marketing. So the same, you will find examples. Answer. No, it's okay. Correct answer. Only the example you can take the same and think of how they do the hybrid method in advertising or marketing. Okay, good. So here in this question, there are two words that let you think, right? And long-term customer relationship. It's important. And also a context is being given, Sri Lanka. Right? So therefore, you answer, you can think of how to draft the answer while covering all these aspects. So you have touched certain aspects, but if you write a full answer, you have to think of those things as well. Come back. මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් දුන්නාම අපිට විභාගෙ දුන්නා කියලා හැමෝගෙම උත්තර හරි. හරිද? ඒකේ විභාග උත්තරයක් වැඩි කියන්න බෑ. ඔය දෙකෙන් මොකක් හරි කියනවා නිකෝ හයිබ්‍රිඩ් version එක හොඳයි කියලා හරි කියනවා. හැබැයි ඔයාගේ ගන්න ලකුණ ඩිසයිඩ් වෙන්නේ ඔයා ඒක කොච්චර දුරට හරියට ජස්ටිෆයි කරනවාද කියන එක. අනිත් එක ඔය ක්වෙස්චන් එකේ තියෙන අර මම පෙන්නුවා වගේ වචන ඒවා මැටර්ස්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒවට ඔයා ආන්සර් කරලා දෙනවා. And Sri Lanka කිව්වහම ශ්‍රී ලංකන් context එක මොකක්ද? එතකොට ඔයාලගේ ආන්සර්ස් වල තියෙනවා දැන් ජෙනරේෂන් එක මෙහෙම හරි පටිච්චලි ටෙක්නෝ සැරි කට්ටිය ඉන්නේ ඒ නිසා මේගොල්ලන්ට මේක හොඳයි කියලා. ඒකට අනුසය ඒ නිසා දැන් ඒ වගේ හිතන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ තව එකක් කියනවා long term කියලා. ඒ long term කියපුවාම ඒත් කොහොමද? short term නම් කොහොමද? ඒ වගේ. ඉතින් පුළුවන් එක්ස්ටෙන්ඩ් එකට ඒ දෙක තුනම ටච් කරන්න බලන්න. ආන්සර් එකක් තියෙනකොට සහ ලකුණු ගන්න අනුව ලකුණු පහස වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් නම් එච්චර හිතන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. ඔයාලට හිතන එක ලියන හොඳ එක්සැම්පල් එකක් ලියන්න. හැබැයි ලකුණු 10ක 15ක වගේ ක්වෙස්චන් එකක් නම් චුට්ටක් ඉතින් ඕවට හිතන්න. ඒවට ලකුණු වැඩිලා යන්නේ. ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් නම් මේක හොඳ මුක්තයක් වෙනවා. මේකේ අනිත් පැත්තත් ටච් කරනවා. And consistency, I recommend this one. But studying so the young generation and the Bolanda is a good how to create the only high percent.
Hello,
long term relationship කිව්වහම දැන් traditional එකෙත් ඒක maintain වෙනවා. දැන් අපිට messages එනවනේ. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ මේ ඒක ඇවිල්ලා මේ virtual එකක් නෙමෙයිනේ නේද? අපි දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන් හිතන්නකෝ birthdays වලට message එනවා, එහෙම නැත්නම් promotions messages එනවා. එතකොට ඒකෙනුත් ඒවා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් දැන් digital කතන්දරේ ගොඩක් අය justify කරලා තියෙනවා long term relationship වලට virtual marketing digital marketing තමයි හොඳ කියලා. ඒක එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ආයි එකම දේ දෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි අනිත් පැත්තේ counter argument එක කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් traditional එකෙදි ඒක වෙනවා කියලා. ඒක මම හිතුවා ඔයගලන්ගේ උත්තර වලට අර හොඳ වැලිඩ් පොයින්ට් එකක් ඉක්වනවා නම් ගැටලුවක් නෑ මේ වගේ. ඒවිලා open questions. ළමයින්ට exams වල මේ වගේ open questions එන තරමට හොඳයි. ළමයන්ට pass. There's no specific answer. Whatever the thing you say, it's correct. But only thing is you have to justify. Justify කරන්න. example එකක් හරි දෙකක් හරි තුනක් හරි ලියලා. ඒක හරියට justify කරා නම් සම්පූර්ණ ලකුණු ගන්න. මේ subject එක විතරක් නෙමෙයි ඕන subject. subjects වලත් ඔය වගේ ප්‍රශ්න ඒවා තියෙනවානේ. ඔයාලගේ අනිත් දැන් ඔය IT මොනවාද ගණන් හදන වගේ subjects වල නෙමෙයි. අනිත් ඒවා කියන්න තියෙන ඒවා වගේ තේම තමයි කරන්නේ. හරිද එතකොට ඒක ඉවරයි සපෝට්. හොඳයි. ඒ ඉන්දියන විදිහ දැන් අහුවෙලා තියෙන serious business article that you hold up. You want it? Some of you want it? Okay. So okay, so okay, who answers from the students? Yes, it is good. Okay, this one is also good. That's why this part. Like students, who answers that you have shared, I'll just check. Those are correct, right? Those students that ඔයගලගේ answers බලපුවාම overall හැමෝම දැන් third year එකේ final year third year අග වෙනකොට you are at the particular level, but I'm always looking how you justify your answers, because when you go to final year and most of the subjects are and most of the questions are for you to critically evaluate. There's a hierarchy of making questions. Maybe you have already heard of this. When examiners send questions, there's a way that we ask questions throughout these points. Right? When I said an examination paper for first year students, it's different. The question terms, the question terms that we use in first year is different from third year and final year. What questions and identify what or first year. And when it comes to third year and final year, discuss, evaluate, analyze, differentiate, critically evaluate. So, becoming students of final year, your answers to be improved in that rate. Right? So if you still provide answers like you provided them in first year and second year, then that's not the correct way. So accordingly, you have to change the way that you answer. You have to critically evaluate, you have to add something more, you have to add knowledge and some examples and justification. So we go towards making decisions. That's why when we come to third year and final year, we go with these kind of mini cases. And we let you solve many cases. And finally, you will go into the market and you will solve real world cases based on that experience. Right? So, always think when you write an answer, whether the answer is quality and whether I have justified the point and whether it's acceptable. Okay, so we'll quickly discuss these things. So now we have to listen, right? Okay, so we were talking about e-marketing and traditional marketing, and this is the comparison. So if I ask you a question at the examination to compare traditional marketing with digital marketing, I expect this kind of answer. You can have the points in one side and you discuss about traditional marketing and digital marketing for that particular point. And how about the reach to customer? E-marketing, it has a global reach and comparatively, global customer base is reached by traditional marketing. And the target, how about the cost, measurement, communication, customization, and all, and finally results. Right? So, in this way, you have to prepare, write an answer. And this is specifically about traditional marketing, goods and bads, pros and cons of traditional marketing. So we have already discussed many things. I just added these 3 slides to support you of drafting an answer. Maybe, yes, sometimes, maybe in the paper, sometimes you may not. Okay. So there are a lot of goods of traditional marketing, as we discussed previously, and a lot of, challenges of traditional marketing. It's expensive, difficult to measure, limited targeting, one-way communication, and static and unchangeable. Billboard එකක් ගැහුවොත් එතනම තමයි. ආයි ගලවන්න බෑ. ඒ වගේ limitations තියෙනවා. Slow in implementation. And these are the good and bads of e-marketing. It's cost-effective, measurable, target audience is huge, global reach, fast and agile. Even we can change. So we may publish an advertisement yesterday, but today, if we want to change it, we can change and publish it. Not like a billboard. What was the I and these are the challenges or cons or disadvantages. Technology dependent and intense competition is there. There's a huge competition. So everything is same. Customers may not remember the uniqueness of the particular advertisement due to the competition. Maybe security issues, and we didn't train people, and it may create a kind of price competition, price comparison, and so on. And also, there are some of the negative things as well, like the negative feedbacks of consumers, may steal some unnecessary information for the audience, like that. You can come up with it. Okay. So, simply in e-marketing, as these things goes with all these e-marketing platforms, there are a lot of tools used by organizations. So we being vendors, if they are not capable enough or they don't have knowledge of doing these things, most of the time what they do, they take the support of external consultant. For doing digital marketing activities. There are a lot of agencies who are doing digital marketing activities. If not, what they do, they go with different tools. There are a lot of softwares available where organizations can use them and to do e-marketing activities. So some of the examples are given in this slide. Those are not that important. Just get the understanding that there are a lot of tools virtually available and free of charge or maybe paid versions that organizations can use to get the things done. Search engine optimization. We discussed something. I told you that organizations do search engine optimization to increase the visibility of their website. And when a consumer goes to a search engine and he starts searching, the organization wants their website to be appeared at the list. So that is called as search engine optimization. So there are a lot of tools and applications that organizations can use to get this thing done. And we talked about how and email marketing and for analytics also same. As you know, Facebook analytics, Google analytics, so we can check them and see how the things happen. We use කොහොමද වැඩි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ අඩු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කොහොමද කොච්චර මේකට කමෙන්ට්ස් ඇවිත් තියෙනවද ෂෙයා වෙලා තියෙනවද ඒව ඇවිල්ලා ගොඩක් වැදගත්. මොකද අපිට එතකොට බලන්න පුළුවන් එහෙම ෂෙයා වෙන්නේ මොන වගේ පෝස්ට්ද මොන වගේ ඇඩ්වර්ටයිස්මන්ට්ද ඒ අනුව ඩිසිෂන්ස් ගන්න පුළුවන්. So if you want to advertise some particular product, we can create the advertisement in such a way and publish. And content management systems are also there, and also customer relationship management. So if that organization using ERP, it's almost there, but other than that, there are some, freely available applications or applications that organization can obtain for a subscription and use them in their marketing and customer relationship management purposes. And video marketing, right? So we create videos, short videos, and share them. We even do this one, right? ඔගලම ඔය TikTok එකේ මොවමනි කරන්නේ TikTok එකම use කරලා අපයි නේද? Videos කරනවා දානවා. හරි ඒකම business purpose එකට අපිට use කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ. Influence marketing is also same. We find influencers who have a huge crowd on a particular target market. Then we, use that person to publish or market the particular product. We have a lot of examples. Influence la කරන්නේ මේක ලංකාවේ ඕන තරම් examples තියෙනවා. Yes, electronic retail. So through these platforms, if we sell goods and services, that is called as e-tailing. And also this is very much similar to e-business, what we discussed previously. There are purely, pure play retailers means 100% virtual business, that is digital business. Brick and click retailers means the physical store is there and also virtual store is also there. And marketplace is discussed that. It is about e-business, right? That we discussed last time. Digital marketing, digital markets. And very much in the this one. So, this is the last activity. Maybe so. But you will understand that, so this paper will be the most easiest paper if you do these activities. Vibhagedi lesson paper එක මේක medical class report. Yes. Do this activity. I have uploaded discussion questions to the LMS. Download that one and do the question number 2. I will get marks as well. So you can get the mark and write the answer. Nice job. You can refer to the note if you need additional support. That for the second question, when you ask the second question, your knowledge is needed. So go to the note and see the different digital marketing strategies and identify one or two of them and bring it as your answer. System. Yeah, that has a community.
Masa ini dong, di depan
explain කරන්න ලකුණුත් එක්ක බලලා විභාගෙ ලිය. දැනට කමන්න. පහ 10 යාගේ ඊළඟ question එක homework එකක් විදිහට කරන්න. ඉතින් ලියන්න. තව එකක් තියෙනවා මේ paper එකේ question එකක්. ඒක මේ homework එකක් කරන්න. ඔව් මම හිතන් ඉන්නේ හැල්ජිනේ paper එකක් නේද නේද? credit 3ක්නේ. ඒකයි credit 3ක් නිසා ප්‍රශ්න 5ක් දීලා answer all දෙනවා. එතකොට මේ එක ප්‍රශ්නයකට පැය 3ක් තියෙයි. choice time දෙනක අමාරුයි නේද ඔයගලන්ට? හොඳයිද? 5ක් දීලා 5ක් ලියන්න වගේ දෙන එක හොඳයිද? මම හිතන්නේ ඒක ලොකුට අමාරුයි කියලා. තෝරන්න කිය හදලා එකපාරට එහෙම එකක් නෑ මේකේ. දැන් මේකේ content එක නිකන් හිතලා බලන්නකෝ. දැන් ඔයගලන් හැමදාම ආපු අය බලන්න මේක ඇවිල්ලා මේ කොහොමද related. දැන් අපි e-business කතා කරනවා මේවත් ඇවිල්ලා ඒව තමයි. දැන් ඔය දෙන case එකකම මම හිතන්නේ නැහැ මට පාඩම් වලට කියලා වෙනම ලොකුවට හදන්න බැරි වෙයි. මම knowledge areas වලට කඩලා තමයි මගේ ඔළුවේ තිබුණු එක. කෙලින්ද තුමා. answer all questions පහක් දෙනවා. අර ඔක්කොම content එකේ knowledge areas ටික අඳුරගෙන ඒ ටික test කරන්න කියලා. අර selection දුන්නොත් නැතු පළවෙනි පාඩමෙන් question එකක් දෙවෙනි එකෙන් question එකක් කියලා මේකේ දෙන්න බෑ. මොකද මේක e-business e-commerce කියලා types කතා කරන ඊට පස්සේ ඒවත් එක්කම revenue model එනවා මේ දැන් අපි කතා කරන්නේ marketing ගැන. ඒකට ඔය ඔක්කොම එකතු කරලා එකක් දෙන්න ඕන. ඒ වගේ අර දැන් කොයි පැත්තද මම touch කරන්නේ කියන එක අනුව හදන්න ඕනේ. දැන් කලින් සලිකච්චිකක් කරා මට දැන් කොයි කච්චියද කියලා ඒ ළම දැන් ආවුත් ෆයිනල් මන්දා එන්ද ඉතින් කලින් මංචික අඩ්‍රස් නේ ඔව් අඩ්‍රස් කරේ හැබැයි මම දන්නේ අඩ්‍රස් එකේ ෆේමස් කොහොමද කියලා මම කලින් දැකලා නැහැ අර බලන්නේ අනිත්‍යයක මම කරා මට මතක නැහැ බැච්ස් මොකක්ද කියලා මම ඔයගලන්ට කොහොමද රිවිෂන් ක්වෙස්චන්ස් දෙනවා මොඩල් ක්වෙස්චන්ස් දෙනවා පාස් පේපර් එකක් දෙන්න ඒක ගැටලුවක් නෑ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉතින් කරපු ටික බලා ගන්න රිවිෂන් සෙෂන් එක කරාම හරි ඔය මේ ප්‍රශ්න ටික බලන්න ඒක අමාරු නෑ 6ක් දීලා පහක් දෙන්න ඉතින් ඔයගලන්ට ඕනේ ඉලෙක්ෂන් third year කොටස් අඩු වෙනකොට තමයි පාඩු ඒක answer උනන ලේසි We'll see. ප්‍රශ්න 6ක් හදන්නත් නැති කන්ටෙන්ට් එක බලපුවාම පුළුවන් දෙන්න නම් ඉතින්. අර 30 Okay, right then, please do the other activity as a homework. So as a teacher, we will break by the Nine students, did you upload the answer? Yeah, we can Okay, so the all the answers are okay.